he is a WWE wrestler who's just not putting his body on the line. Do you know who the Liver King is, Thiago? Yeah. Of course he's on steroids, but it's not, okay, so what do I think of the Liver King? The Liver King should be regarded as an entertainer. He should be regarded in the same way that you look at the WWE wrestlers. However, the WWE wrestlers deserve more respect because they are bodybuilding stuntmen. That's what they are, and they put their bodies on the line. So it's a complete gimmick. It's a total load of garbage and rubbish. And what he's done, he's taken some things, like all slightly clever con men, he's taken some things that are real. So he has his, I believe, 7 ancestral tenets is what he calls it. You know, sleep, eat organ meats, some kind of exercise, all that kind of stuff. He's taken some stuff that has legitimate truth to it. For instance, organ meats, kidneys, liver, spleen. We don't eat enough of it. And there are amino acids, things like glycine in it, that we don't get enough of in our diet anymore. So eating a bit of kidney, eating a bit of liver is great. Eating raw liver on camera, truly, I don't know enough about it. I'm looking at Jasmine now behind the camera, like pulling an absolutely horrified face. So, you know, why does he do it? To get a reaction from people like Jasmine. If someone could show me the benefits to eating raw liver versus nicely cooked liver, I'd maybe give it a go. I'd probably gag, but I'd give it a go. You know, he talks about, I think he talks about walking in the sunlight in the morning. Well, yep, this is great. Being close to nature, great. I firmly believe in this concept of eating from the land, right? I'm sure that's consistent with him. You have to remember, he's a little bit of a manlet. And a manlet, do you know what a manlet is? Well, a manlet, he's like 5'7" tall, I think, right? So you can see, and that makes him look bigger on camera because he's ripped. Unquestionably, he pumps up before he goes on camera. So that's also going to change the illusion. But where he's a charlatan is, he will say, oh, I look like this, I do this because I eat all these organ meats and you can take all my supplements and there's something magical. You know, when you eat liver, it regenerates your liver. When you eat kidney, it makes your kidneys healthy. I mean, if that was the case, men would be eating bull's testicles all day long, wouldn't they, right? So, no, it's really, you know, it doesn't work like that way. So, garbage science, garbage message, and of course, I'm aware a bunch of emails have come out recently where he talks about his steroid cycle that he uses, which is actually, in the grand scheme of steroid cycles, very mild. He's using peptides and growth hormones, like tens of thousands of dollars a month, crazy amounts. He talks about his sleep, and he will go on podcasts and say, well, because I do this, I sleep 9-10 hours, I'm amazing, I'm doing this. And then in his emails, he's like, man, I can't sleep, lie there, I don't go to sleep, so I spend 9 or 10 hours in bed because my sleep is so poor. It's a gimmick. Like almost all big social media accounts in the fitness space, he's an entertainer, he's not an educator, and he does all of this why? In order to sell supplements. In order to sell supplements that really, you know, oh, eat my dried pancreas, eat my dried liver. This is what it is. Again, nothing wrong with eating organ meats. There are health benefits to eating organ meats. So cook yourself up a nice piece of liver. And if you can't stomach liver and you really want the benefits of liver and you wanted to supplement with it, knock yourself out. What do I think of his products? Do I think his products are any good? Absolutely no idea. Would I buy his products? No, I would not buy his products because I would rather go to a company that doesn't really, you know, rely on outrageous gimmicks, WWE style marketing, and tell lots of lies to dress up the gimmick. Do I think he's a bad guy? Don't know him. Does he entertain me? No. Do I think he is evil personified because he's gone out of his way to go, look at me, I'm natural, look at my little legs, I've got little legs. I've seen a little video where he's gone, I've got little legs, do you think I'd have these little twigs if I took steroids? You know, I have a problem with that. I don't have a problem taking steroids, that's his own individual choice. But if you're going to sell yourself and you're going to sell your product and say, you can do this if you do what I do, and then you lie about what you do, well, you know, you're full of shit, really, aren't you?
Would you try raw bone marrow? Because that's another thing he does, right? Raw bone marrow.
Raw bone marrow, basically get a bone and eat like the thing.
Yeah.
I hate cooked bone marrow. Bone marrow, you know, I know that. Have you had cooked bone marrow? You know what it is though, right? It's like the jelly inside a bone, and it's a bit, because it's a lot of fat, it's a bit like, I've eaten it and I don't like it. Have you not looked him up there?
Yeah, I've got him here.
Yeah. But he's proper WWE, because I've seen more of him since this controversy came out, and he's like, oh yeah, oh. You can see he's a proper little manlet, can't you? Like a 5'7" guy. You could see that, which means, by the way, so people think he's like souped up on lots and lots of gear. If you're that small, and you've got the muscle bellies, it's like gymnasts, right? If you took a gymnast and you pump them up, and they're small, with small bones, and you photograph them from the right angle, or you film them from the right angle, they can look massive. Jasmine can look quite jacked from certain angles, and she's like not exactly, you know. It's true though, right?
It is true.
It's true, yeah. So, you know, what's happening to you now? You stopped training again? Hell. Because you've got a girlfriend now, haven't you? Like a proper girlfriend, yeah. So you've stopped training. No need to train now. I've got a girlfriend, yeah.
We've been training together.
Stop recording, Nick. Stop recording. Stop recording.